Today, I want to let you in on a dirty little secret that when I learned it, it changed my life. And that little secret is this: the most important things in this life are the most simple things. Whether it's your finances, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, or especially health. What happens, we have made so many of these things that I just named so incredibly complicated that we get paralysis by analysis. We look at our health and we see so many things, so many different options. Do we go with that nutrition program, that workout program? When we look at our finances, we look at all these different plans. Do I go with the Dave Ramsey plan? Do I go with the Grant Cardone plan? What about the Warren Buffett? All these different options. When you look at your relationships, you look at the best relationships in your life, and I bet you think those guys have a hack. There's some reason that they're like that. The truth is, when it comes to any success in these areas, the people that perform the best have figured out that simple is the best way. Some of the best advice I got from my mentor regarding my business, the times when I've seen the most growth in my business are times when we've been able to take complicated processes and make them more simple, more attainable, easier congruently for my customers. When it comes to your health, it's the exact same thing. We have taken something that's so incredibly simple and we've made it so incredibly complicated. We have all these gurus, we have all these diets, we have all these exercise programs, and people get paralysis by analysis because there's so many different things. And one of the things that I believe is when you have paralysis by analysis, when you have all these different options, is it creates fear. So we've created fear inside our minds, and a lot of times we don't even perceive it as fear, but because there's so many different options and there's so much ambiguity, you're in fear over something that we really don't need to be in fear about. The simple fact of the matter is, all these things, they're not hard. But the hard thing is the discipline to attain them. If I wanted to sum up health with you, stay moving, eat well, keep your body functioning. Everybody knows that exercise is important. Everybody knows that a high quality, nutritious diet is important. Everybody can tell the difference between a carrot and a Cheeto. We don't need to break that down. We don't need a dietitian to tell us that. The hard part is the discipline of I'm going to eat the carrot rather than the Cheeto. The discipline of exercise 5 days a week is not optional. It's a must. It's something I must do because that's how my body functions. That's how my body operates. And to be in accordance with a healthy person, these are the things that I need to do. I need to execute on. I think a lot of us are in a relationship with this ambiguity in health. We want to almost, we don't want to know the truth of how simple it is because it puts responsibility back on us. And this is something that's just a cancer in our society when we can't take our own health into our own hands. When we take our health and we place it into the hands of a doctor, or we place it in the hands of somebody else, a family member, we're no longer taking accountability for our own actions when it comes to our health. We need to take accountability. I don't care how many doctors you have. I don't care what your health situation is. When you take your health and you hand it to somebody else, your health is automatically going to decline. Your health will automatically go downhill. It's the same thing with your finances. If you take your finances and you give them to a financial advisor and say, you take care of it, your finances are going to go downhill because you don't understand them. You don't have that understanding of what you need to do to maintain health in that area over a long period of time. When it comes to finances, I always found it hilarious. When I graduated college, me and my wife, we had an obscene amount of student loan debt, and there's all these people wanting to sell us programs on how to get out of debt faster, how to get paid debt off with this amount of interest rate and decrease all these. And the reality is, I look at all these programs, I'm like, is there anything that's going to decrease the amount of money that I actually have to pay back? And the answer is no. You have X amount of debt. You need to make X amount of payments. And with a calculator, you can divide that out, see how long it's going to take you. If you want it to take you this long, you can divide out how long that's going to. It's simple math. It's the same thing with our health. It's very, very simple. We need to be moving our bodies. We need to be putting proper nutrition. We need to have a healthy nervous system. All these things on a consistent, regular basis are the things that make the biggest changes overall in our health. So just remember, if you're in fear, if you have ambiguity, take that off and start to put on the common sense. Start to think about it from a practical mindset, a practical matter. I love you guys. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. If you need anything, if you have any questions, you please feel free to post in the comments. We'll see you soon.